One of the issues new developers face is getting experience. You're trying to land a gig or you're trying to land a job, but you're not able to get the interview or you're not able to get the job because you have a lack of experience. But at the same time, how are you supposed to get experience if no one is willing to hire you in the first place? So in this video, I want to tell you how to get experience without employment. So you've probably heard what the answer to this question is oftentimes in lots of other people's videos, and sometimes I feel like they don't emphasize it enough that it might just go over your head. But the number one way to get experience, the way that everybody gets experience without being hired, which means that you can then go into a job interview or have something to put on your CV rather than just nothing at all. The best way to get experience to put on your CV without ever being hired, and the best way to get a chance of landing the interview without ever being hired, is to build portfolio. So one of the things that I think people mistake when they're trying to build portfolio is building portfolio doesn't mean you have to have a business. So for example, for app developers, I think they often think that in order to build portfolio, they have to build apps that they release on the App Store or on the Play Store that has downloads and has users and all of that kind of stuff, where that is not what portfolio means. What portfolio means is having something that you can demo, something that you can show, something that you can put on your CV to tell a prospective employer you are able to do whatever it is that you're trying to do because here's the proof that I've done it before. So for mobile developers, it is definitely building apps. That's what I did for the first year of my mobile career. As I was learning how to do Android development, I was building Android apps, and I released 4 or 5 different Android apps to the Play Store before I ever sent my first CV or applied for my first gig, because that meant by the time that I went to do that on my CV, I have now 5 things listed as experience, which are apps that I built that someone can then go and have a look at. If they ask me, I could show them the code. And when I go into an interview, I have something to talk about because I've actually built something, and I can talk through what I built and what technologies I used and why I use those technologies and that kind of thing. And the same thing applies if you're a web developer or any other developer of that nature. As long as you can build something that can be somewhere that's publicly available, that you can write down on your CV or on your resume, and that you can talk about in an interview, that is experience. Experience is just a way to prove that you can do something that you say you can do. And if you can't get experience from employment, you can make your own experience by building portfolio. And just a quick note before you go, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll get notified every time a new episode comes out.